All right, hi everyone. We're finally going to get started. Thank you so much for your patience. We're really excited to have all of you guys here. We obviously weren't expecting this big of a turnout, so this is a really great surprise. I wanted to start by asking, how many of you in here, is this your first meeting that you've attended? That is awesome. Yeah. That's awesome. Welcome. We are so excited to have you, and we're so excited to see returning faces as well. So this is our first meeting. It's not going to be as fun as the other ones. It's just a bunch of introductory information. So I'm sorry if it's not as exciting, but it's important for you guys to know kind of where the club is going. So if you guys haven't joined the GroupMe yet, it's really important that you do. We send a lot of information through GroupMe, and the QR code is up. So I'll give you guys a second to scan that if you haven't already. So now we're going to have an awkward pause for a second. And then our socials are also up in the bottom right corner. If you guys haven't followed us, a little plug, follow us on the socials.
Twitter doesn't work.
The Twitter doesn't work.
Instagram's the main one, I'd say.
So of course we got to get started with some introductions. So we're going to go down the line and we're going to say our names, our year, our major, and then a little bit about our position. So my name is Paige. I'm the president. I'm a fourth year animal science student with a minor in pharmaceutical science. And basically, I'm just in charge of all the behind the scenes stuff. I don't really do that much. It's all up to these guys. So if you guys enjoy something, make sure you thank them.
Hi everyone, I'm Angela. I'm a fourth year. I'm a pharmaceutical sciences major with a minor in animal science, and I'm the treasurer, so I'm in charge of all the funds for the club, collecting dues. If anyone has questions, come to me. But yeah, just managing the money.
Hello, my name is Gina Fatika. I am the SAFMA representative. I am a fourth year animal science representative, and basically what I do is SAFMA is a club through the vet school, so I attend their meetings, see what's up, and report it to you guys. You guys are also welcome to come if you would like. Meetings are usually the second Monday of each month, and I think we will be sending out the Zoom link. So if you guys want to come, just let us know.
I'm Sunil Ganjurla. I'm a fourth year biochemistry major with a minor in microbiology. I am the Diversity and Inclusion Committee Chair, and that's sort of like the facilitator for the committee meetings. It's definitely really reliant on the rest of the committee members as well, but I would like to think of myself as the backbone of it, at least, while everyone else is the people that really actually do the work, without making it seem like I'm slacking off. But we'll get more information on that in the slides later.
My name's Cale Keith. I'm the vice president. I'm a fourth year animal science major. And basically what I do is I kind of head over the volunteering and community service activities.
All right, hey guys, I'm Grace Bates. I'm your mental health chair for this year. I'm a third year zoology major with a minor in communications. And I will basically be your go-to for anything mental health, wellness, community, that kind of situation. And I'll have a lot more information for you in the next slide. So pay attention and be ready for that.
Hi guys, my name is Gabrielle Thompson. I'm a second year animal biosciences major. I'm the publicity chair. So basically I'm in charge of all of our social media, taking pictures, posting about events and everything like that.
Hi guys, I'm Teresa Octaviano. I am a second year animal sciences major, and I am the CFACE representative, so I attend all CFACE meetings and relay that information to PVMA.
Hi, I'm Kayla. I'm the membership engagement chair. I'm a fourth year animal biosciences and biology double major. My role is basically making some fun socials for you guys to come and bond and talk about things pre-vet and have fun, and also provide some fundraisers for you guys. So we'll be having some food fundraisers and other things, so keep a lookout for that.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex Collison. I am a third year animal biosciences student, and I am this year's program coordinator. So basically I'm in charge of scheduling all of our general body speakers and deciding the topics and a lot of stuff like that. And so I'm really excited about the meetings we have, and we've added some new stuff in this year. So we'll talk about that in a minute, but keep an eye out.
Hi guys, my name is Lacey Kwan. I am this year's PVMA secretary. I am a third year bio major, and what I do is your basic secretary stuff like take meeting minutes and attendance. So if you haven't put your name on my iPad, let me know at the end of the meeting. And I also run the PVMA website and the Pets for Life website.
Alrighty, and then all of our doc numbers are up on the screen. This meeting is going to be recorded, so if you guys ever need one of us for something, you can just pull up this meeting on our YouTube page and then find any of our contact information through that. So I wanted to go through the 4 purposes of PVMA. First, we provide an opportunity through which interested students may explore and gain knowledge of the field of veterinary medicine. And we do that a lot through outreach, which is what Alex does with getting speakers from the community through from different specialties within vet med. We provide an opportunity to develop closer ties of fellowship through a social atmosphere among students interested in vet med. So that's through a lot of our socials, which is what Kayla does. We help guide students interested in veterinary medicine towards opportunities that includes hands-on experience, community service, and exploration of the profession. So that ties into what Kale does with the volunteering. I also get a lot of emails from people in the community that have pre-vet focused opportunities. So if you guys are subscribed to the emails or if you're in the GroupMe, I send out a lot of information about opportunities. So you guys should definitely, again, join the GroupMe and be on the email list. And let me know if you guys aren't, and I can help you after the meeting. And then we also facilitate an environment supportive of all students' mental, physical, social, and intellectual well-being. And that's kind of what Grace does. And now I'm going to have Alex introduce our meeting schedule for this semester.
Awesome. Hi again, guys. So I told you we're going to go through this real fast. So obviously you can see August 31st, our first general body meeting. So that's just what we're doing now, our welcome meeting. And then as you can see, so about every other Wednesday is going to be a executive board meeting. And basically what that is, it's when the executive board meets and we kind of talk about our plans and what's going on in the club. And if you attend those ones, we'll have like the whole point system, but you'll be welcome to attend the rest of those this semester. There might be a couple next semester that are closed, but I know all the rest of the ones this semester you should be able to attend. So you can attend those, kind of see what's going on, especially if you're interested in running for exec board next year. Those are really good things to do. And so I'll just run through all of our speakers so you guys can kind of get an idea what this year is going to look like. So our first speaker meeting is going to be not next Wednesday, the Wednesday after next, so September 14th, and we're going to have Dr. Alves, who's going to talk about veterinary pathology. He worked in the military for a long time, so he's got some really cool experience. You'll also see, so that's going to be a Zoom meeting. It's going to be our only one this semester, and so we'll send out the link and everything for that at a later date. But that'll be our only Zoom meeting, so you guys don't need to show up here. There might be another meeting going on, so just that. And if you have any questions, feel free to come ask one of us or come ask me. And so then we're going to have our next meeting will be Dr. Niehaus, which is he's actually our faculty advisor. He works at the vet school in the large animal hospital. So we're really, really lucky to have him. And so every year he comes in and gives us a presentation about some of the cases he's seen and what he does. So that's a really good meeting. And then we're going to skip a general body meeting week because of fall break. So we will just let that one go. And then after that, we're going to have Dr. Grum, who is another one of our annual meetings, where she's going to talk to us about veterinary admissions and what it kind of looks like for the application process and what she recommends her advisees do in preparing for vet school, all the way from first year to fourth year. And then we are going to have our next meeting will be Dr. Mohan, who is a nationally known avian vet who has worked in poultry with the USDA, who has works now with companion animals. Currently, he works at MedVet. He used to have his own practice, and so he's got a really awesome just story of life experience and how he's kind of almost built the avian medicine industry. So we're really excited for that one. And then our last one is going to be Dr. Sturman, who is a soft tissue oncologist surgeon at the at the vet hospital, at OSU's vet hospital. So she's going to come and talk to us about that and maybe show us some case studies. And then besides that one Zoom meeting, all of our meetings will be here on Wednesdays from 7 to 8 p.m. So. Thank you.
So here is a membership statement that we have. Membership shall be open to anyone interested in the field of veterinary medicine who is affiliated and in good standing with The Ohio State University. Students attending a branch campus of The Ohio State University shall be allowed membership so long as they meet all requirements. Membership to the organization shall not be denied to any person on the basis of age, sex, disability, race, national origin, religion, gender identity, sexual orientation, or veteran status, nor shall removal from the organization be based on any of these statuses. So everyone attending this meeting today gets a point, so you guys are all off to a really good start. And it's important to get points throughout each semester to be considered a member in good standing or a member with active status in the club. So if you're looking to apply to be on the executive board next year in the spring, this is going to be really important for you. So a member in good standing is someone that pays dues and attends 4 general body meetings per semester. A member with active status is someone that pays dues, attends 4 general body meetings, and earns 3 additional points. And that's through outside meetings, volunteering, kind of stuff like that. And now Angela's going to talk to us about dues.
So dues, if you saw in the email, are going to be $11 for the semester or $20 for the whole year. So you can kind of decide how much you want to pay. Now it will be due Wednesday, October 12th, which is the Wednesday before fall break. So we don't have a meeting, but it'll be due then. So you want to pay dues so that you can be an active member or a member in good standing. And it allows you to participate in our events. So our socials, our fundraisers, any outside meetings, hands-on meetings that we have. And then it also just allows our club to put on these events, put on the socials. Usually there's like food and stuff like that. You just hang out. So the primary mode for paying dues would be Venmo, which my Venmo's up there. It's going to be Angela X. It's in the email. It will be in the next couple emails. So just make sure you put your name, number on there so I can record you as a due paying member. If you want to pay with cash, check, or card, just send me an email so that I'm aware. Sometimes I need to bring certain stuff, like if you're going to be with card. So just shoot me an email so I can expect that. And then any questions about dues, you can come to me. I know some of you already paid it, which is great. And some of you have already reached out, which is also great. But any questions about dues, you can come to me.
So kind of touching back on if you were considering holding a position next year on the exec board, there's a couple of things to keep in mind. So nominees have to be active members for 1 semester preceding the election, as well as the semester in which the elections take place. So if you're a freshman and this is your first meeting, you would have to be active this semester and next semester in order to be eligible to run. Nominees must have attended at least 2 executive board meetings during the current academic year. So that's for the entire year. You just have to do 2, not per semester. And that is every Wednesday that we don't have a general body meeting. I'll send more information about the location for those meetings out soon. And it's a great way to kind of meet the executive board and give any opinions or suggestions that you guys have. Nominees for president and vice president must have held an executive board position for at least 1 year prior to elections. And then program coordinator must have been an active member in the club for 1 year and attend 4 executive board meetings the year of elections. So just some things to keep in mind. I think everyone on the board would agree. I highly recommend that you guys at least run for a position because you just learn, I'm seeing a lot of head nods. You learn so much being on the board, and not that you should join for your application, but it is a great thing to have on a vet school application. So now I'm going to hand it over to Sunil to talk about diversity and inclusion.
All right. So our D&I committee exists to confront issues of diversity and inclusion within veterinary medicine at all levels. Within the scope of a college club committee, we accomplish this by discussing what we can do as future members of the field, arranging meetings, planning outreach programs, and finding ways to encourage people to join PVMA no matter their background. We have historically met bi-weekly, that is every other week. And as we were established like just before COVID, we mostly met on Zoom. I'll figure out when and how our members would like to meet before deciding on a set date for our first meeting. So be sure to use the GroupMe, which is right up there, to voice your availability and get that info when it comes out. You'll also receive a point for each meeting attended in case you're eyeing a position or just want to be an active member for the prestige, which is perfectly understandable. Hope to see you then.
All right, and now we're going to hear from Grace about Shift.
All right, guys. So here's my little spiel about PVMA health and wellness in the Shift meetings. So our purpose as Shift and just in general as veterinary students, mental health and physical health and emotional health is super high priority. If you're a freshman and maybe haven't figured that out yet, you will soon. So our purpose, my purpose for you is to provide a welcoming community full of connection to increase your mental, physical, and emotional well-being. There's a couple different ways that I can help do this beyond just coming up to you randomly in meetings and asking how you're doing. So Shift meetings are going to happen weekly, but there's going to be 2 forms, which is kind of new this year. So if you're a returning member, this is also pertinent to you. So the 2 formats are going to be your typical Shift meeting. So those are typically going to happen. Okay, I don't know about you guys. I'm a huge caffeine. I'm addicted. So I'm going to hold these Shift meetings at coffee shops, just running down High Street, pretty much. And I'm going to sit there for about an hour every Sunday or whenever you guys are available. Right now, that's Sundays. And I'm going to be there for you to come in and talk. If you want to chat, if you've had a bad week, if your chemistry professor just gave the worst exam you've seen in your entire life, or if you just had a week full of accomplishments and you really just want somebody to share it with. Again, I expect nothing from you during these meetings. So if you just want somebody to like sit and do homework with, or just get to know me, I want to get to know you. So there's a GroupMe that I highly suggest you join, but it's not just going to be a GroupMe where I'm blasting you with information. I'm going to expect that you like say your name and like a fun fact and something good that happened to you today. Hopefully that's not too hard. If it is, we can brainstorm. So that's going to shift kind of on a bi-weekly status between a normal Shift meeting, coffee and chat, and then the other one is a wellness activity. So these wellness activities could look like study sessions at Thompson while I'll reserve a room the week before. It could look like I'm going to organize a group and see how many people are interested in taking like a fitness class at the RPAC, going on a hot girl walk, maybe going down the short north and like getting food or something. So we're just going to kind of work together and figure out what's going to be best for you collectively as a group, because you guys are very unique and it looks different every single year. The other ways that I can do this and improve your just happiness and wellness overall is I'm going to have a mental health event once a semester. So that might look like we're going to go for a hike in one of the metro parks nearby. We're going to go to COSI. We're going to go to an art museum. Just basically give you an avenue to not worry about school so much, and maybe make a few friends if we're lucky. So you've already made one. So that's me. I'm Grace. And then the other thing is we have a mental health themed general body meeting. That's going to happen early February, because I'm from Texas, and if you're not from Ohio or a cold place, it can get a little bit dreary. So we're going to try to set that early next semester so that you guys have some tips going forward, both in your pre-vet career and in your veterinary career, to make sure that you are prioritizing your mental health and giving you some tips and tricks for if you don't know how to do that. For the Shift meeting, I kind of walk you guys through that already. If you have any questions about that, please feel free to come up to me. Again, I expect nothing out of you, and I really just want to get to know you. My position is super unique, that I have a direct line of access to you, and I want to know you as people. And the better that I know you, and the better that the rest of the executive board knows you, the better we can suit your needs for this year. So please don't be shy. I promise I'm super friendly and I don't bite that much. So also we have my last bullet point here, and I'll let whoever else is taking over take over. At the end of this meeting, there's going to be a letter to yourself activity. So I've got paper, we've got some pens. I see most of you have backpacks, so you have pens yourselves. But that's going to be your first opportunity for a point besides you coming to this meeting right now. So what the purpose of that, I'll go over it later, but essentially you are just going to try to capture your current self for you to read it at the end of next spring and see how far you've come. All right. So I really look forward to meeting all you, and I will pass it off.
So if you guys do write a letter, it's going to be another point, an additional point. So that's another great way to start off the year if you guys are interested in being on the exec board next year. So now we're going to talk about some actually fun things to look forward to, since I know this hasn't been that interesting. So we're going to start with Kale with volunteering opportunities.
All right, so we don't have any set dates right now, but we're looking at doing toy making with Columbus Humane. So that's kind of going to be looking at cat toys for them to use with the animals they keep there. And then we're also looking at working with the Mid-Ohio Food Collective. That's kind of looking like a food bank type of deal, helping with either moving or storage or giving out food, just helping with the community. And then lastly, the Be the Match registry. I'll get a little bit more into this in a future meeting, but it's basically a bone marrow transplant registry. And yeah.
All right, you missed me. So for the mental health and shift events coming up, I hope you join that group me. If you didn't, it's not a big deal, and I'll put it in the main group me at the end of the meeting. But this Sunday is kind of our first little event. So it's going to be a Thompson study session from 2 to 5 p.m. Well, I would love to get a number in our mental health group me to see how many people are interested, because that room fits 8. And if there's more of 8 of you, then I would like to move it somewhere bigger, and I have to figure that out soon. The week after that is going to be a shift meeting at Duncan. Listen, I just like Duncan, but I would love to hear from you guys. And if you have any other places that you recommend that we can meet and talk, and it's kind of an open, chill environment, I would love to hear from you about that as well. And then the 4 days after that, we can't do any group kind of fitness classes on a Sunday because they're not held, at least right now. So the plan is to do a group fitness class on that day, date and time TBH. That depends on you guys. So look out for that, and I will pass it off to fundraisers and socials.
All right, so our first social is going to be this Thursday. It's going to be on Ag Campus. This is a back to school bash. So it's similar to the involvement fair, but specifically focused on people interested in animal sciences and the Seaface College. So we're going to have a booth there. Again, you can come see us and say hi, come see other things that they're offering there. They're going to have a lot of food and a lot of things to do. So I think it's worth it to come out. A lot of food. Like free drinks. Yeah, a lot.
It's a big party.
It's a big one. So our first social is going to be Sunday, September 18th. It's going to be a scavenger hunt. I'm going to talk more about it on the next slide. But that's a way to get a point, is through these socials that I host. You'll be able to get a point, help you with exec board. And then our first fundraiser so far is going to be Wednesday, October 26th. It's going to be a Chipotle fundraiser. So that's a way if you want to go before meetings, get to know people, and come to the meetings with dinner. So we can't cater food in the union, but this is a way that you can bring food to the union. It's super fun. And then I'm going to be posting the socializations more as we go on, just so I'm not throwing dates that are like in December and you just have no idea and you forget about it. So there'll be in emails, and I'll send group me's about them, just so you guys keep on the lookout for that.
And then one more thing that we're really trying to stress this year is hands-on meetings, because that's something that our past members said that they really wanted. So we already have one planned for this semester. We'll be going to the large animal hospital at the veterinary school, and we'll be going on rounds with Dr. Niehaus. So that's a really good way to learn about the kinds of cases that you'll be seeing if you end up going to vet school there. And that has a capacity of 20 people, just to avoid overcrowding. So if you guys are interested in doing that, please take a look at the email from last week, because there's a link that you guys can use to say that you're interested. And if you guys do that, then I can make more times for us to go to accommodate as many of you as possible. So please do that if you're interested. Another kind of hands-on meeting we have is we're going to have mock interviews for those who are applying to vet school, and we'll also have a seminar with someone who focuses on admissions interviews the night before. So we'll have more information about that going out. And then for next semester, a little sneak peek. So I have you guys hooked, hopefully to stay until next semester. We'll be having a hands-on meeting in the veterinary anatomy lab. So I work there, and I was given permission throughout the year to pull different specimens from all different species that we're going to go in and have the entire lab to look at. And it's going to be led by the anatomy professor that you'll be learning from if you go to that veterinary school. So that'll be really cool. And now we're going to talk about the scavenger hunt again.
Hi, I'm really excited about this, sorry. So Sunday, September 18th, we're gonna be having a scavenger hunt. This is really good, even if you're not a first year, but like it's a great way to get to know places on campus that maybe you're not too familiar about. I think it's fun. I love scavenger hunts. So if you're interested and you just wanna have a group together and we're gonna go around, we're gonna meet outside of the doors at Thompson Library by the statue. We're gonna set up teams and I'm gonna send you on your way with a list of things and you'll come back. This is a great way to get to know campus. Like I said, make some friends, kind of look like idiots running around campus because I run. Scavenger hunts, I run. Sprint. Just saying. And it's also, I have some prizes planned for the winner. If that'll get you interested. First and second place, I have planned prizes. So yeah, I just think it'll be fun. It's a great way to get a point. Like I said, easy. I don't know if it'll actually go until 6 o'clock. Don't think that it's going to take 2 hours for you to finish this. I just have it planned for that long just in case. But yeah, if you guys are interested, scan that link. It'll get you to sign up. The link's also in there and it's also in the email if you're thinking about it. You can do it later. But I think it's really fun and it's a great way to get to know people.
All right, and that is the end of the introduction portion. So we are going to break off in a second just to kind of form small groups and get to know each other a little bit better. But first, we're going to hear from Grace again because I know you missed her.
Okay, so do you mind if I?
Yeah. Go
Okay. So this is just kind of overviewing what's going to happen directly after the meeting. So like Paige mentioned, we're going to do kind of a little name game thing first, and then this will happen at the end of all that. This is a quick description that you can read if you need it, but if you've never written a letter to yourself, I know it seems kind of silly and, you know, I think it's a great idea, but I know that it might be a little bit hard to think about things that you want to write, but I have kind of a list up here if you need some guidance. The whole shebang is that once this meeting is dismissed, you guys are free to go. You'll meet me probably over there by the end of that table. You'll grab a piece of paper or several if you need it. You'll also grab an envelope from me. We'll have pens over there, but if you use your own, that would be greatly appreciated. And then I'll write your name down to make sure that I have you. And then over the next 2 weeks in that mental health group me, I'm going to release the dates and some dates and times that you can give me those, and we'll keep them and we'll store them for you. And provided that you're here in spring 2023, then we will be able to return them to you. And that's for a point, but I can't give you the point until you give the letter back to me. So that's why I'm going to write your name down. All right, off to Paige.
All right, so this is kind of a PVMA tradition. I've been in the club for 4 years, so I've done it 4 times. So I wasn't about to stop it on my last year. So what's going to happen is we're going to break into 5 small groups by counting off. And I'm sorry if that gives you flashbacks to like middle school or something, but we have beach balls that we're going to throw around, and whatever question your thumb lands on is what you're going to answer. So you get to learn. There's 6 groups. So we're going to break into 6 groups, and whatever question your thumb lands on is the question you're going to ask. So hopefully it'll be a fun way for you guys to kind of meet other people in the club, because that is one of our main goals, to kind of build fellowship within the vet med community.